Have you guys heard of this hilarious story about Hilaria Baldwin?
Who? No.
Yeah?
Who's that? That's Justin Bieber's girlfriend?
No, so this is Alec Baldwin's wife.
Oh.
So
there's so many Baldwins, sorry.
Wait, who's Alec Baldwin again?
The main Baldwin.
Famous one.
The main Baldwin.
30 Rock Baldwin. Yeah. So this is his wife. They've been together. They have like 4 or 5 children. 5 children, I think.
Whoa, she had 4 kids?
5.
Yeah, her body's great.
So she's a yoga teacher. She's like she's kind of an influencer. She shares a lot of yoga videos and stuff. And
He's a very stretchy person.
these are all, oh yeah, here we go.
That's a lot of kids, dude.
I think there's one more.
Oh, cute.
Damn, they're all the same age. It's crazy.
So,
Who was the one that he yelled at on the phone?
I don't know.
Do you remember that?
I like how the baby has the same, he has such an Alec Baldwin expression.
That is a good Baldwin.
I don't know, he yelled at a baby?
No, it was his daughter on the phone. It was like a famous leaked call at the time. Yeah. He's like, listen to me, you little fuck.
Was it him or was it Hasselhoff?
No, it was him. Well, I think Hasselhoff has one too.
Okay.
But yeah, it was him for sure.
Was it from a different marriage, like another kid? Maybe?
I don't know, maybe.
All right, well, the whole story here is that, so they're saying that Hilaria, she's actually born Hillary. And
Hilaria?
yeah.
Like hilarious?
I thought it was Hilaria because
it
she's
is
from Spain.
Well, she's not, yeah, so she
was born here,
the whole
but
thing that is saying that even Alec Baldwin has said my wife is from Spain, but she's born in Boston. And so she grew up in Boston, but according to her, she grew up in Spain as well because her family would vacation a lot, but her parents, like, they have had long careers in the United States. I think she's like 4th generation Bostonian or something. And so like she grew up like in a $4 million like home.
Yeah.
And like she grew up very wealthy and all that stuff. And so her family just always really loved Spain. So they would vacation there. Ever since she was a baby, she would go to Spain. I don't know for how long, but according to her, she spent a good chunk of her childhood there and also in Boston. And so like, ever since she's been with Alex, she has been referred to as from Spain, and she always says like, you know, in Spain this is what we do, and so she's just coming off, and she also has like an accent.
So she speaks Spanish?
Yeah, she does speak fluent Spanish, and she is teaching her kids Spanish, and all of her kids have very Spanish names as well.
Is she of Spanish descent?
She isn't.
Has she been to everywhere in Spain? Because I'm one island away from having been to all the islands in Hawaii, and then I can say I'm kind of Hawaiian. But I have to get to Kauai first.
Well, if you
To the Big Island?
Yeah.
You have not been to the Big Island.
I have been to the Big Island.
No.
If you do the cruise though, which my mom has.
Oh, that's great.
If you do the island cruise, you do every single island.
You get to be a little bit Hawaiian just at the end of the cruise.
And at the end of the cruise, you could be like, this is my Aina.
Yeah.
You know, my mom grew up in Hawaii, but she's white. And the first time I went on vacation, I was a kid, and that was the first time my dad went to Hawaii too. And they treated us like locals, and they even like some of the tourists took pictures with me because they thought they were taking pictures with the locals.
And then your mom's the real local because she was born and raised there.
Well, she wasn't born there, but she did grow up.
See, that's a technicality.
Yeah.
They're like, if you're not born there,
Yeah.
like you could move there as a 1 week-old baby and grow up there, but they're like, you weren't born here.
Yeah, she doesn't claim local. She doesn't try to do that, any of that, but she did grow up there. Yeah, so the reason why a lot of people are talking about Hilaria right now is because someone tweeted out, "You have to admire Hilaria Baldwin's commitment to her decade-long grift where she impersonates a Spanish person." Spanish accent debut. This woman grew up in Massachusetts. So I do have a little compilation.
Is her accent fake?
Well, people are saying they're fake. I don't know. Is Madonna's accent fake when she lived in London for so long?
Is she like, yeah, I'm from Spain? Like a fucking Bostonian.
Yeah. I mean, like have you heard her speak?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're España, so like you could hear it.
Oh, I'm not from Spain.
But you speak the España words.
It's a different accent.
I know, but you could hear it, right? Kind of like, okay, like you can't hear the Spanish versus Mexican Spanish.
No, it's like saying you know if someone from the UK is faking it versus an American doing a really good UK accent is fake. Like we don't have the trained ear to know if it's authentic or not.
Yeah.
You guys suck there, because I could hear the Japanese accents. I'd be like, you faking it.
Did you know if Margot Robbie was faking an American accent when you watched Wolf of Wall Street?
I didn't. Choose
Me neither.
I never know when they're doing that.
Great. And also, there's.
I didn't know Jax Teller was British either, so I guess I'm lying to you.
Okay, I'm I appreciate you for admitting that.
I have a compilation.
And I thought Mario had a Chinese accent when she spoke Japanese, but it's actually a Kyoto accent.
Okay, that was too niche.
I don't know that one. Who is it?
David's girlfriend.
Fiance.
Oh, right. Oh, I thought you said Mario.
Okay, what's the compilation?
The compilation is of her accents and how they change
Over time.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
You
so
gotta be consistent.
this isn't in like a chronological order. So you just pay attention to the dates if you really want to know if it's before or after a certain accent.
Oh, I'm from Spain.
The rain in Spain.
Married life is really nice. You know, it feels different. It really feels different.
And she's not
I
even
didn't
of
think
Spanish
it was going to be
heritage?
different, but it feels
Not her
fine.
heritage,
What's the
but
thing that surprised you the
culturally,
most?
she does have two cultures. She said.
I think just the fact that it feels different. You know, we like to say husband and wife a lot.
Yeah.
I call him husband now. I say, husband, where are you? No, he took me out to Montauk. He said that was as close as he could get to Spain, to my family, and to Rome, because we really like Rome as well.
Her family
And,
does live in Spain, by the way, but her parents
got down on his
retired
knee. And then I
and
remember
now
this 'cause
live
I
in
started
Spain.
crying.
So does her brother.
We have very few ingredients. We have tomatoes. We have
She forgot cucumber.
what is it? Cucumbers. It's not easy, and I think part of it is that I'm in shape before I have a baby, and then I stay active.
She
when
sounds
I'm
pretty
pregnant, and I'm
Californian.
not trying to stay thin. I'm just trying to keep my circulation going and stretching and keep my muscle tone up. It was you know what? I feel like all of our children were semi surprises in a good way. Good surprises. Like positive.
Yeah. So there's examples.
It sounds very American, and every like 3 words she tries to like Spanish it up. That's what it sounds like to me.
So this is her explanation.
Like Tiff?
Oh. When I Spanish it.
Can I guess? Because my mother is from the South, and she still kind of has that kind of like Southern twang. But if she goes there and she's like hanging out there for like a couple weeks, it's like fucking at the tip of her tongue the whole time, and like it's reactivated for like a couple more months, and then it can kind of fade into the back.
Yeah, that happens to me too. Like when I kick it with Stacy and stuff, my freaking Chicana comes out. Like,
Yeah, so are people mad at this?
So the thing is, like, people are upset that she is claiming to be of like Spain, like from Spain, even though she doesn't have any like actual bloodlines in Spain, just that her family does live there now. And they're just upset that culturally she identifies a lot with Spain because she did grow up with it and all that stuff. But people are like, no, but you can't impersonate a Spanish. So in her 7-minute explanation video that she posted on Instagram, she pretty much placed the blame on everyone else, saying like, every time I've done an interview, I tell them, I let them know, like, I was born in Boston, like this, like I'm from America, but I just grew up in Spain, and this is why I have a Spanish accent, and this is why like I have like Spanish culture in my life so much, and that the reporters would purposely report that she's born in Spain, from Spain. Even her agency, CAA, in the website it said that she was born in Spain, and she was like, I have no control over what other people are reporting about me, but I've always been completely honest about where I've been.
I have a lot of friends who grew up internationally, like from in Japan or here or Asia or whatever, right? And they go to school there, and then they have a weird accent because like they learn English, but some of the schools that they go to, it's like UK style or British style international, or it's American style. And then they might swap from school to school. And then so when you hear them speak, you're just like, man, I've never heard anything like this. And then some of them might be like culturally where they grew up at, but then like on that army base. So for example, like one of our friends, he grew up in a Japanese army base. He's black, but he grew up in Little America in Japan, but he feels a connection to Japan. So it's like when you're international like that, I think it mixes everything together.
Yeah, and people just, they need to place people in certain boxes, and
that-
when they don't fit in that box, they get upset.
That's what I have a problem with. It just is like, why are you so concerned with what other people identify with? Unless they are taking away opportunities like...
Is she trying to teach Spanish yoga? Is that why?
If she's out here going, as a Spanish person, this is what I believe, and this is my culture.
People believe in... Yeah, exactly.
She's
If
also
she did
not
that
shitting
shit-
on Spain either. She's like pretty nice.
Well,
She's not trying to
There's this
represent.
one post that really rubbed people the wrong way. After finding out that she's just a straight up white girl, but that has cultural ties to whatever, she said, she posted an Instagram post, and it said, with 2 blonde hair, blue eyed children, people at the park always ask me if I am a nanny. They hear me speak speaking to my children in Spanish and have been offered so many jobs because everyone wants to teach the children a foreign language these days. I always laugh it off and tell them that if I were not so busy with my 2, almost 3 babies, I'd love to come work for them. So here's proof that this little blah blah blah. But
wait, isn't Spanish white though? I'm confused.
That's actually what she said too. She was like, there's no white people in Europe.
Treating Spanish people as minorities.
Yeah,
there's hella blonde,
European.
Well, the thing
blue-eyed people in Spain. Like what?
People are making it seem as if so the fact that she's no longer going by Hillary and like she's
Hilaria.
Like she's trying to be more like people are claiming that she's trying to be more exotic and look more like ooh she's not just an American white girl from Boston, like she's from Spain, and like that's how people are.
Well, who cares?
Painting it.
Who gives a shit?
Nikki, she should have a fucking Emerson College T-shirt on at all times, and she needs to, you know, fucking eat.
She's a Bostonian, right?
Yeah.
So this whole scandal thing, it has actually caused her to step away from social media, and also she has lost brand partnerships.
That's crazy.
So she's getting almost semi-canceled for this?
It's semi-canceled.
Also, if I was her though, I would just be like, oh shit, well fuck it. I'm American, guys. I'm sorry I fucked up and I shouldn't have done that. Even if it's like, maybe I don't try to cover it up or something.
Here's where I'm confused, right? So like, let's say white people can't claim Spanish if they're not, or Americans can't claim, I don't know, I thought Spain was white. But then what if an Asian kid grew up in Spain? Are they not allowed to claim Spanish?
I guess not.
Because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're right, they can't.
But it would make sense if she's not a citizen, I guess, and it's like, why would you claim that? You're not even like a national, like.
Yeah, but then for her, she was like, well, I vacationed there my entire life. That's like, why can't this culture be part of my culture if it was something I grew up with?
I get that. I get why people are pissed, because it's like, I have no business calling myself a Hawaiian local. And even if I go there and I have family there and friends there and I love the culture, like I will never claim that.
But so she's saying she doesn't claim it. Like she always tells the people that she's from Boston and she's American or whatever.
It's just the tabloids.
2 instances where her own husband refers to her as like my wife is from Spain. And so a lot of people are grabbing onto that. And it's like,
it's confusing.
What the fuck? Why is he claiming?
He should know where you're born.
They get it wrong all the fucking time. They don't pay attention.
We're
like I got
dumb.
a fucking ice cream cake for 5 years in a row. Like they don't pay attention.
3 years in a row.
You know, so it's like I get where he fucking.
Yeah, husband words is not evidence.
Yeah, like I said.
Can't cite the husband.
I bet you anything, he will be like, oh, her birthday? Fuck, I don't know her birthday.
Exactly. Don't quote him.
Wait, I thought you were Spanish. Haven't you even said that for the last? I thought you were Spanish. What?
You fucking idiot.
What if he's the one fucking all this up? Like they call him and they do the interview. He goes, yeah, my Spanish wife.
Yeah.
He goes, honey, I'm not fucking Spanish. I'm from Boston.
He's like, baby, I can't understand Spanish.
Yeah.
Like how many times have both of you been like, Tiff, when you grew up in Mexico?
Yeah.
And she's like, I didn't fucking grow up in Mexico. I
So the
was
real
born
culprit
here.
here is Alec Baldwin. That's who we should be getting mad at. Stop giving fucked up information. Your wife isn't Spanish.
And stop yelling at your poor kid on the phone.